What's up, ugly ass niggas? This your boy J Miles, and I am back with another video. And you know what to do. If you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking. But most importantly, make sure you share it with your ugly ass friends. On today's video, we will be covering this one. Here is Power. That's right, the original Power. OG Power, the audio comedy that I've created my own self. Basically, it's the series. The very first episode of my audio comedy series. If you've been following my channel for a while, I told y'all that I was planning on doing this one, and I'm finally getting it out. I know it's been a while since I've made a video. Been at least a week and a half. But that's because I'm currently on vacation. I'm here in Memphis visiting a lot of relatives and my mom and stuff like that. So I kind of just took a break off. But as y'all can see, I'm back making a video. I'm still currently in Memphis, but I just couldn't stay away from y'all for too long. So, like I said, yeah, this is the Power audio comedy, where basically I'll be going through the entire episodes, getting most of it, but mostly all the things that's relevant, that matters of each episode, you know what I'm saying? That and basically, narrating and doing it in my own comedic style of what went on in the episode. So as you can see, this very first episode is titled Not Exactly As We Planned. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna go through the whole thing, get it narrate very similar to how I do my recaps. If you like I said, if you've been following me for a while, then you know how I do my recaps for when a particular Power series is airing. So without a further ado, let's go ahead and just get into this video. So of course we started off with the intro, and I'm gonna do my own intro, glad niggas. So it's a big rich town. I just come from the poet's part. Legal or illegal, baby, we gonna be ugly. That's it. Anyways, we start things out. External, outside of Truth nightclub opening. Basically, this is when they were having their grand opening for the Ghost brand new club, his nightclub Truth, and he just stepped outside of a limousine with his lovely wife Tasha. And of course, for those of y'all that's not familiar who Ghost is the lead character of the show, who is an undercover drug lord kingpin who owns a nightclub, and he is fighting to pretty much legitimize his life. His wife Tasha is his lovely gold digging love the streets wife, who is there alongside of him. She has his back, but at the same time she is looking for things in all the wrong ways. But anyways, she looks up, we start things out. Tasha looks over to Ghost and said, "Tell me I'm beautiful." And Ghost replies, "You know you are." And they both proceed to walk inside of the club. So, interior, Truth nightclub. All the ugly ass niggas are celebrating together, and they're holding up the glasses. And Ghost shouts out, "To Truth!" And they all bumps glasses and takes a sip. Next, we go ahead and get to Ghost. He's getting ready to leave out to go do some more club business. And just before he walks off, Tasha catches him and say, "Where your little glad going?" And he was like, basically he got to make some rounds. And Tasha was like, "Don't you got any glad niggas for that?" Ghost chuckles and says, "It's called customer service, Tasha. I do this part myself, as he proceeds to walk away. Next, we go ahead and get to the introduction of Ugly Cantos, who is an Ugly nightclub manager for for the club that Ghost is having. He also has a lot of experience and experience at being a nightclub manager, but he also has a couple skeletons in his closet because he was tipping off bottle girls to hook up ugly niggas to, almost like he was having some kind of prostitution ring going on or whatever. But anyways, he's talking with the Cantos little glad, and he's like, yeah, your little glad know all the right people. This place is banging tonight. He said, your little glad might be worth the risk. He said. Then Cantos replied, I put all that behind me. My whole inventory turned out, and I delivered the glad nigga. And the Ghost was like, you know the right people, glad nigga, but this place stays open if we keeps the girls. Something hot and the girls hotter, and make it near impossible to get into that door. And then Cantos was like, because pretty much they don't supposed to be having it. They supposed to have a certain capacity for the club, but they were well over it. I think maybe they said, I can't remember what the amount of people they said they're supposed to be in there. But basically he said if the fire marshal shows up, then they will be effed. But he was like, we're just going to make it impossible for folks to get in. So Cantos was like, for even my VIPs, and Ghost was like, F your VIPs, ugly nigga. We're going to redefine the word. But as he was, chopping it up with Cantos, in walks 20-year-old Sean, who interrupts the Ghost and said, hey, they want your little glad in the back. And Ghost replied, oh yeah, real quick, Sean is almost like he's Ghost's nephew, but technically not by blood, but his Ghost farmer boss, who he loved like a brother, had a son named Sean, who was played by 50 Cent. That's for the people that's not familiar with the show, but I'm pretty sure most of y'all look glad know this. But hey, I have to do this for the narration of the beginning of the show and for the ugly ass niggas that aren't familiar. But anyways, he's like, yeah, they want your little ugly ass in the back, and he's like, who? And Sean replies, Tommy. He's like, you want me to come with you? Ghost is like, nah, go wait your little glad in the car. So next we get to Ghost. They go to the loading dock. So exterior, outside of Truth nightclub, the loading dock, and Ghost walks down to meet up with Tommy, and he sees a lot of commotion. He's like, the F is going on here? And there he sees none other than Tommy, who is another lead character of the show, Ghost's right-hand man, his brother, and a psychotic, drug-dealing, murderous piece of you-know-what. You know what I'm saying? That loves to cancel Christmas. And y'all will find out what kind of Christmas he will be canceling throughout this series. But anyways, he replies to Ghost, Ghost, meet Miguel Alvarez along with his girl Maria Suarez. ugly Miguel decided to Jack Cruz, shot him in the head. And Ghost was like, Cruz. So he got, yes. And he was interrupted by Tommy, yes, the whole night paper. So did we get it back? He's like, no, the ugly ass nigga handed it out before Cruz was able to track him down. And he was like, so basically Ghost was looking at the situation, and he was a little bit upset with what he was seeing. And he was like, look, ugly ass nigga, I got a full house outside, ugly ass nigga. And he was like, why would you bring them here? And he was like, thought you wanted to teach these little ass niggas a lesson. And Ghost like, and the girl, his little ass needed some persuasion. Ghost replied, Tommy, we have to let her go. Think about it. Come on, Tommy. Think. This girl got people that cares about her. People that, you know, that's gonna come looking for her. People that we know. Ross, what do you say? Sedados, something. What is it? Sedados, Tajinos. People we work with, or yet ugly ass niggas that we don't. So Tommy gathers Maria together and tells ugly ass Miguel, say goodbye to Maria, ugly ass nigga. And Miguel shouts out, Maria! Ghost grabs Maria as she's blindfolded, as you can see. Maria Suarez is a girl that is the girlfriend of the ugly ass nigga Miguel that you haven't seen technically yet, but he is there. Miguel is the ugly ass nigga, as you saw, that robbed one of Ghost's people and thought he was gonna go home for a celebration. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, Ghost whispers in her ear, go home, act like your little lad never seen us. You hear me? And my man's gonna go with you. Go with her and burn her clothes. Look, you would never hear, and didn't they? Basically, he was saying, you understand. For my Spanish speakers, I hope I said that word right. If I didn't, oh well, glad niggas don't speak Spanish. My bad. But anyways, he basically sent her home with that glad nigga and told him to, burn her damn clothes. Next, Ghost prepares for, the slaughter. Well, man, Benito. Obviously, I don't know Spanish. I told you I looked at that already. He was saying something similar to that. Anyways, so here we are. Two men who rather be here anywhere but here. I know I had other plans. What about you? I know you had a plan. You didn't just hit my man by mistake. Someone told you where to go, where to hit, who to hit. And just tell me who it was. Just tell me who it was. I ain't telling you shit, said Miguel. Miguel, we let Maria go, and we'll let you go too. Just tell me who's behind it. If you don't, we both know how this ends. Neither one of us go home with a happy man. He said something else in Spanish. I can't remember what the hell he said. But anyway, he told him to decide or something. And then the ugly ass nigga basically wouldn't cooperate, so goes flat on his ass. Ugly ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Then, after a little time of, him constantly asking his little lad, Ghost was starting to get fed up. He was like, tell me who hired you, ugly ass nigga. Then you can come work for us. And Miguel was like, I ain't telling you stick, ugly ass nigga. If I tell you, my family won't be safe. And I'm not afraid to die. And I'm not afraid to kill you, said Ghost. And pow! Popped his little lad. Got him up out of here. And then, clean that up. I want it effing spotless, like it's never been happened. Stuff just don't make sense here. We had 17 drivers delivering product tonight, right? 18, said Tommy, if we count that some lad nigga that was doing a little party. Exactly. So Cruz had a whole night for work paper or something like that, and and you telling me he hit this guy by mistake? Hey, it's got to be somebody. Maybe it's somebody that's we're working with that we know. He said none of these guys got the stones to work with Lobos, said Tommy. But and they mess with us. They cut off their own supply. He's like, maybe because, why would they do that? Maybe it's because they hate male matchmaking. Maybe they want to go straight to the source. None of these ugly ass niggas has the stone. That's what he said. None of these ugly ass niggas has the stone to F with Lobos. But until we find out who it is, ugly ass nigga, we gotta take our men off the streets. And then Tommy was like, close the store. Like, we can't be something about holding our dicks in our hand, waiting on the next guy to make his next move. So basically, long story short, he shut it down. Last niggas. Anyways, next, Ghost gets back to the club. He's back with he made it back to Tasha. Keisha, who is Tasha's best friend, played by Lala, who's a terrible actress. I had to throw that in there. Anyways, he telling her, Ghost tells her to get home safely. He makes it back to Tasha. He was like, you entertaining these ugly ass niggas? He was like, yeah, let's go home. We can do a little celebrating of our own. And basically Ghost tell him, take the car back. Send Sean back for me. So he told him, take your little ass home. Anyways, next we get to Ghost outside of the club staring, and he's like, you see that pop? I did it. Did what it, lad, nigga? But basically he was talking about, he successfully bought a nightclub. You know what I'm saying? But he was interrupted by Tommy. There you are, glad niggas. Been looking all over you. Everything's clear. It's like, Tommy, for two knuckleheads who made it out of the city, ain't no small shit. From hustling the corners for Breeze and Kanan. Or was it Kanan and Breeze? It was one of them. It was one of the orders of land, nigga. And Tommy was like, we lost 200K tonight. And you over here talking about whatever his little name said. But he was like, the money ain't the problem. And Tommy was like, F that, it ain't the problem. But Ghost was like, the problem is we need to find out who's behind this. Especially after we tell Lobos we got hit. And Tommy was like, hold on, glad nigga. I say we don't tell him. Just pay him and get the hell out of there. He's like, glad nigga, we only been working for him for 6 months. We gotta we out here getting hit and he finds out about it. That's gonna be our ass. And Tommy's like, gonna be our ass anyway. We got it his product sitting down on the shelf collecting dust. But anyways, he after that, Tommy gets a text from his mama, and he was like, man, she's getting worse or whatever. And then they get ready to part ways. But Tommy, remember, hey, long glad nigga, you got some fine ass girls up in there serving drinks. There was just one, tall, red hair. What was her name again? And the Ghost told him her name is Don't Touch the Merchandise, ugly ass nigga. Anyways, though, next we're gonna go ahead and get to when Ghost and Tommy was heading to the meet for Felipe Lobos. And as they was walking into the hotel to have the meeting, Ghost gets a call from Cantos. Basically, Cantos was telling him that ugly ass Simon Stern's office called, and they wanted to set up a meet with him. But pretty much, they Ghost told him, all right, ugly ass nigga, we gonna talk. But next, they go ahead and we get the introduction to your boy Felipe Lobos. Felipe Lobos is the drug kingpin. Well, he's the head of the Lobos cartel. I think that's the name of the cartel. I can't quite remember. But anyway, he's the head of his cartel. And he is a very vicious, ugly ass nigga that's bisexual and very feared and crazy. But anyways, they walk into the room. Gross. Tommy, do you have my money? Of course. Ghost hands some ugly ass nigga the money, and the ugly ass nigga begins to count out loud. And Lobos was very upset about his little ugly ass counting out loud. Like, hold on, ugly ass nigga, what are you, in elementary? And he said, Pedro, you're the ugly ass handler of the money. And Ghost lets him know while he handing Pedro the money, it's all there. And Lobos smiles. But he still looks over to Pedro for confirmation that the money was right. And Pedro nodded his head yes. Great. Now that the business is out of the way, we can enjoy ourselves, relax, and enjoy ourselves. So, Lobos walks up and he begins to, grab himself a little bite to eat and asks them, so, how are things? Tommy replied, fine. And Ghost quickly behind him replied, we got hit last night. And Lobos, already knowing that this happened, replies to them, to a hood. So, did you get him? We got him, replied Tommy. He said, so he didn't duck. Unfortunately for him, replied Tommy, and fortunately for you. Correcting him was Lobos. He was like, so pretty much you're losing money by the hour. What is it? You're losing about $25,000 per hour. So basically, long story short, you don't have time to eat. Good evening, good afternoon, my gentlemen, or something like that. And as Ghost was getting ready to step away, he catches Ghost and like, ugly ass nigga. I looked into you. Your name is feared on the streets. You have all that it takes, necessary things that it takes. You could someday have your own cartel someday, ugly ass nigga. But you just do, business 2, maybe 3 days a year, while you just let your ugly ass niggas take all the risk. But if you're able to get this thing under control, you can maybe even replace me someday. Hasta luego, Ghost. Hasta luego. F.A. So, anyways, after that, Ghost and Tommy both went on their separate ways to visit their primaras and try to get to the bottom about who was behind those hits. Next, so Tommy go ahead and get to none other than fat ass Annabelle, and he sits down with fat ass Annabelle doing none other than stuffing his fat face, and he sits down and Annabelle's like, Tommy, where's Goose? And Tommy replies he sends his regard, and he was like, this not a social. Annabelle asks him, do we play dominoes? And Tommy asks, look, this not a social visit, ugly ass nigga. We got hit last night. And Annabelle was like, damn, I didn't hear. He said, nothing, replied Tommy. He was like, nope. He was like, look, we don't, if it's one of your guys, you can kill him yourself. We just want to watch. $75K. He was like, you care that much, ugly ass nigga? About it, that ugly ass nigga? He was like, yeah. You know, if it's one of your guys, you can kill him yourself. We just want to watch. Then he said some Spanish word, doo-doo or something, letting them know, okay. Next, we go ahead and get to Ghost, and he's meeting up with your boy, Barbara Carlos Ruiz, and he is the head of the Soldado Nation, and he is letting them know, Ruiz is telling him, if I knew who ordered it, it would already be done. Yeah, we got hit too. My money, guys. Same as yours. Had an effing kid up. Shot him in the head. Had an effing kid on the way. That's effed up, replied Ghost. Like, look. So Ruiz made Ghost an offer. He said, look, I can offer extra protection. Have my men run with you and extra protection. He was like, come on, Ruiz. You know Tommy and I are neutral. He was like, all right, maybe we can come up with a different solution. But anyways, next we go ahead and get to the family, and they're now sitting at the dinner table. You have Tommy, also the introduction of Ghost's oldest daughter, Raina, and his son, Tariq. And they're at the dinner table having a bite to eat. And, of course, Raina has been practicing for an audition that she has for school. And Tommy is having a brief conversation about it. So Tommy replies, I'm sure you have the best voice in the whole school, baby girl. And Raina doesn't like the term baby girl, so she replies, stop calling me that. I'm not the baby girl. I'm not the baby anymore. Yasmin is. Well, I was there when you was born. You're always going to be baby girl to me, replied Tommy. To all of us, replied Grandma Estelle, who is the mother of Tasha, who is also at the dinner table. Then in walked Tasha, who said, have some more chicken, Tommy. And Tommy, of course, was happy to hear, and he grabbed some more food. And Tasha replies, you know, I bet if you find a girl that can cook, we'll never see you anymore. And Tommy replied, no way that'll ever happen. I still have to come by and school Tariq in Call of Duty. Yeah, right, Uncle Tommy, replied little Tariq. Can y'all believe how young this little glad nigga was right here? Now he a hideous little species. He don't grow up to be a hideous little species now. That baby be doing all kinds of glad shit. But anyway, Ghost walks in and intervenes. Yeah, why? Because you know you don't supposed to be playing those video games anyway, ass nigga. And Tommy was like, oh, my bad. And of course, later on, long story short, Ghost tells Tasha, fix him a plate. Him and Tommy is gonna talk in the office. So both of them heads to the back, and Ghost reveals to Tommy that Ruiz was also hit, and that Ruiz had a plan to, basically Ruiz wanted to offer his people to come with them, along with, supplying his people with weapons. But they both agreed, F that, we can't do it, because that siding with Ruiz, having Ruiz people with them, makes it trouble for the other group that they are with, called the RSKs. So Yeah, they was like, F that, but Tom was like, but the guns, that could work. And of course, Ghost wasn't too thrilled about having the guns as well, because he was like, their big homie Kanan got 15 years for having guns plus drugs on them. So to keep their sentencing down as low as possible, they always didn't want to ride with weapons and product. Anyways, next, now Ghost, along with Tasha, is preparing for another event at the club, and Tasha is having a brief conversation with Ghost, and she just wants to know is everything okay, because she just noticed that him and Tommy has been having a couple of meetings behind closed doors and not really intervening, telling her exactly what's going on. But Ghost assured her that everything was alright. And he later asked her one of the most important things he's asked her in the Power universe, at least for the original one. He replied to her, when we met, what did you think I would be when we grew up? He said, when we met, what did you think I was going to be? And she replied, the biggest goddamn drug dealer in New York City. Ghost looks at her, stunned. You never thought about more? And she replied, what more? You talking about the club? That's less. I seen the money that you made up in there. That's less. You're the best at what you do. I just want us to stay this way. But he was like, he said, I don't know any old wrinkled drug dealers. They're either dead or inside. They don't scare you, Tasha? No, because they're not you. You're the best at what you do. We have everything. And I just wanted to stay that way. And it was that moment that Ghost knew, you done effed up. As soon as I find somebody else, you up out of here, sweetie pie. And he was like, when we go to the club tonight, I need you to look like you own the place. Hey, it's not trying to get in for free. Change. Wear that purple dress I bought you last. I don't know if he said Saturday, Thursday, whatever the damn day was. Put on that goddamn purple dress. But I like this. I'll send son back for you to give you time to change. He put his foot down. Anyways, next we get to Tasha in that damn purple dress like he told her. And she walks up to some little glad nigga that's a security guard at the club. Like, you seen my husband, that glass nigga? Does anybody has eyes on that glass nigga? He's at the VIP booth. I'll take you over there, glad nigga. So they walk over towards the VIP, and Tasha says to him, I think I know where he'll notice me a little quicker, glass nigga. So she goes to the center of the club and waits for him to see her. But, ooh, he noticed something else in that red dress, that mamacita. And he was like, oh my God, who is that? Ghost views with ugly ass Cantos next to her. Who is that? God damn, is that who I think it is? Oh my God, it is. She was getting me 9th grade hard up in here. For go down and get there, ain't letting her get away. And Tasha stares away, looking from a distance like, hold on, what the hell? I know this little glass nigga ain't going to her. But yes, she was a glad nigga. Angela Valdez. how long has this been? And this is when we get, replied Ghost, but this is when we get the introduction to, of course, another key lead big character of the Power Universe, Angela Valdez, who is the childhood lover and the first love of James St. Patrick, not Ghost, because she don't know who Ghost is. She knows James St. Patrick. So anyways, though, the two rekindles for the first time in 18 years. So Angela replies back, Jesus, 18 years? He was like, and Ghost replied, you look the same. Well, we know where your eyesight is went, or something she said. I don't know. She said something about his eyesight. And Ghost replied, hey, my eyes will work fine. Where have you been? What have you been doing all these years? Not sure is the short answer. It's law school. Law. And then, you know, they was having a little casual talk, and then one of the little ass security guards walk up. Boss, the DJ's about to start. And then she said, wait, did he just call you boss? I own this place. Then he was like, I think the little glass nigga was insisting him like, hurry your little glass up. And then he was like, sorry, you got a nightclub to run. And just as Ghost was getting ready to walk off, he was like, you know what, here now. Let me get your number, little Uji. I ain't gonna let you get away that easy. So she exchanged her number with them. And of course, Tasha was observing in the back, and she was pissed off. She was like Felicia from Friday. Shit. Who the hell is that be? See, you think it's it. So after that, well, that's what she should have did, and maybe that situation would have never escalated. But nope, she wanted to get in her feelings and pout and try to run off. And as she was getting ready to run off, Cantos grabs her, catches her getting ready to head out the door. He's like, hold on, little hoochie. The new DJ is about to start, and I'm sure the boss wants you to be here. But she didn't give a damn about what he little man was talking about. She walked off. Sean, meet me out front. So Sean meets her out front. She gets in the car, looking all sad and in her feelings and stuff. And then she gets the bright, thotty idea to let down the window so that Sean can see what she had going on in that back seat. Anyways, next, Sean is peeping. He's looking over at her, and this little hoochie ain't shit. So see, this right here, this is for all y'all trying to say it's Ghost's fault. The reason why. No, ma'am. Because what is this? Tasha takes off her panties. Why this nigga looking? He had the window up. She gonna let the window down and take off her panties. Look at the smirk. But it's Ghost's fault. Ghost didn't tell her to go and start being a thought, letting Sean see all that. Then she gonna start taking the dress down. She got the little boobs coming out. She over there she fingering herself. Come on. But this is Ghost's fault, right? Alright, man. And this now my boy, he and this man done about to crash trying to look at her. But he over there peeping, getting his little peeps on. And of course, next we go ahead and we're gonna get to your boy Ruiz, and he is having a meeting with two new other characters. So we get the introduction of Pancho, who is Ruiz's right-hand man to the Soldado Nation, and another perverted clown named what the heck is that fool name? Dang, I can't think of his name right now. Hold on. What's that bad nigga name? Nomar. My bad, y'all. It took me a little minute. Been a little while since I watched The Original Power, but yeah, Nomar. Nomar looked glad. And they basically was getting the guns together, and Nomar was like, we actually giving this away for free? And Reese was like, this time we glass, nigga. But Nomar also told him that I set up the meeting with the guy that you asked. He was like, good. When we head to the meet, you steal your little glass in the car. And then interrupted by none other than Ruiz, young 14-year-old daughter, Isabel Ruiz, and she, Papi, can I go to the movies with some little ugly ass friends of mine? He was like, yeah, but hurry up and he said, then I'm taking you to your mother or something like that. Now head your little glass inside before you catch a cold. And as she was she was getting ready to head off, this little perverted clown looking at her and stuff like that, they having eye contact and stuff, and we knew right then and there that something terrible was going on. But anyways, next we go ahead and get to your boy Ghost and Tommy, and they looking at some of they workers through the glass, and Tommy asks Ghost, you think these ugly ass niggas know who they work for? And with Ghost replied, you think the workers know the owner of McDonald's? They wouldn't know that mother effer if he walked in and asked them for extra ketchup. But anyways, next, Tommy pulls out the scrap and lets them know. But pretty much, they was what they was doing here at this particular meeting is they were, observing them and trying to figure out who was the mole that has been hitting their organization, right? But after that, Tommy will go ahead and hands Ghost a gun, who normally doesn't carry a gun like that anymore because their operation is made for finesse, so he really don't have to put down much brute force. But with them being potentially at state of potential war, he wanted to make sure Ghost wasn't walking around naked. So he replied, our socials are scrapped now. We should be too. How am I going to explain to Tasha if I let you walking around without a piece? So Ghost took the gun. He was like, all right, little lad, nigga, you probably right. But anyways, next, we go ahead and get to the introduction of your boy Greg Knox. Greg Knox is the FBI agent who is also the current boyfriend of Angela Valdez, who is the U.S. attorney, assistant U.S. attorney, federal prosecutor. Anyways, she wakes up in the morning, get from out of the shower or whatever, and she walks in the kitchen and sees that little glad nigga up in the fridge. She's like, Greg, what your little ass doing here? And he was like, I walked in and I seen your little glad was in the shower, so I thought I'd grab breakfast. And she was like, I thought we said the key was just for an emergency, your glass nigga. He was like, which this could have been. You wasn't answering your phone or something like that, so I thought I would come over and check it out. And she basically was like, look, that nigga, she don't need you to checking up on her. And he was like, come on. I think most girls would be happy that she had someone looking out for her. And she was like, you know what? You're right, glass nigga. I'm tripping. You just startled me, that's all. And anyway, Greg, he gets a text from some people at work, and he has to head out. Next, we go ahead and get to Ghost and Tommy again. They're now riding in Ghost's nice 1969 Mustang, and Ghost lets Tommy know that he's seen Angela in the club last night. So he was like, guess who came into the club last night? Tommy replies, who? Like, Angela Valdez. Nah, that ain't how it happened. He said, Angela Valdez walked into the club last night. And Tommy was like, from high school? He was like, how did she look? And Ghost gave a gesture like Kevin Garnett was saying Lala Anthony looked like, tastes like Cheerios. That's the look he gave. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, and Tommy was like, that good, huh? So what your little lad thinking about? He was like, because I remember last time she left him, she really effed you up. I was there. And he was like, I mean, you never messed around on Tasha before. Thinking about sniffing around, pussy from high school. Like, I ain't thinking. I know what me and Tasha has good. I'm just thinking about the path that's uncrossed. And basically, Tommy told him, "Now, little lady, you need to stop thinking about that and leave that hoochie alone." But anyway, next we go ahead and get to Tasha, and she's trying on to her new clothes in the closet with her friend Lakeisha, and she's like, "Look, go." She's telling her, "Clothes and bags is nice, but is it not some things you don't know about Ghost?" And Keisha, she wasn't trying to hear. She like, "Little hoochie, you got everything. I don't know what you talking about." But anyways, in the midst of that conversation, she gets a call from Ghost, and he's telling her, "Look, Tasha, I got something I left in the oven. I need you to take it out before it burns. You hear me, Tasha?" And she was like, "Okay, baby, I'll take it out." And basically, Keisha was like, "Who was that?" He was like, "It was Ghost. He just left some more money for her to go shopping with." And of course, she was capping. What he actually was saying in code was, "Go get that shirt that got blood on it out the safe and get rid of it." So, but anyway, next, Ghost go ahead and takes another call, and now you can see him smiling. He's calling none other than his high school sweetheart, Angela Valdez. He's like, "Angela, come have lunch with me." And Angela like, "I can't. I have this big presentation that I've been working on for Drake." And Ghost replied to it, "And if I know you've been studying on that crap for weeks. Come on, girl. You got to eat." She looks in the mirror and says, "Where?" So, next we go ahead and get to Felipe Lobos along with Ugly Pedro. And he's like, "Your little ugly ass been messing up lately. Let it be you. You have other skills." So Pedro replies to him, "Yes, this is they said the guy told me that the man said that they would be there." So in walks up for Boris, who has setting up a meet to try to be Lobo's distributor, right? Because things aren't going the greatest with Ghost right now due to the recent hits. So he said, Reese approaches Lobos and like, "Felipe Lobos, I thought you were a bedtime story." And basically, he was like, he was trying to do business with him, and Ugly Lobos tell him, "Look, I do business with ugly ass niggas, but at least you and I speak the same language." And Ruiz replies, "Well, surely talk business." Anyways, next we go ahead and get to the lunch date. So Ghost and Ghost and Angela are at some restaurant, and Angela tells him, "You finally got your nightclub." And Ghost replies, "I told you about my father's nightclub." He lost it before we met. I forgot that I told you. But yeah, she was like, we told everything back. We told each other everything back then. Then he was like, basically, they started talking about, when she left and stuff. Child was the chance of a lifetime. I didn't mean to just leave up and leave the way I did, but, it goes to like my father, your parents made you. But I didn't fight them. And he was like, but basically Angela was trying to make up a bunch of excuses, the reason why she didn't hit him up. And long story short, she was like, I just knew if I seen you and all this again, I would just come running back to you and whatever bullshit she was saying. I don't remember all of it. Anyway, she ended up getting a ring. She noticed what time it was and that she was late for work. So she's like, I gotta go. But as she was heading out, she asked him, do you still remember the Spanish that I taught you? And he said something like, whatever he said. Spanish speakers, y'all know what I'm talking about. Basically, he was saying a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That was his reply. Anyway, next, we're going to get to your boy Tommy. And Tommy is walking up on your boy Cantos, who is completing the numbers for the club that they made, amount of money that they made. And Tommy tells him, don't fill out the total. And then Cantos was like, why not, glad nigga? He's like, I'm going to check your account at the bank, glad nigga. And basically, Cantos was like, I always did the deposits at every club I would work. And Tommy basically told him, look at that, glad nigga. It's the first thing for everything. You got your, the slip. And he was like, I already signed it, glass nigga. You want me to get you want a new one? Like, nah, I'm sure yours will work just fine. And pretty much, good Tommy left after that. And then next we get the introduction to, what's her name? Vicky? Vicky or something. I forgot her name. I'm not 100% sure. Anyways, Angela walks in. She knows she's late. She's like, I was about to send out some ugly ass niggas for you. You're never late. And she's like, no, I know I just got caught up with something, she told her. I don't know. It really don't matter. Anyways, next, she like, that's when her name gonna be Vicky right now. I'm pretty sure her name ain't Vicky, but it's Vicky right now. Somebody gonna correct me in these comments. But anyways, she like, I'm Vicky along with my deputy Angela Valdez, and we're gonna be working on the new task force. Our target is a Mexican national, Felipe Lobos, and everything about this task force is to remain in this room. Ugly ass nigga Medina will tell us further. And that's when Medina came to get the introduction of Medina. He's one of the detectives that's also working on the Lobos task force. And pretty much he told them about the information that he figured out while he was spying on the Lobos and Ruiz meeting. And he was like, we learned two things. That Lobos has one single distributor for his New York network. And also that he's not entirely happy with whoever this person is. But one thing for certain is that he wasn't exactly thrilled with Ruiz either, and that he didn't give a fuck about that glad nigga. Anyways, next, go ahead. Angela walks up. She starts her presentation. She's like, the person that we have to target is Lobos New York distributor, a person that's violent enough to keep the people in line, but also intelligent enough or something like that to keep them. Something she was saying about he was keeping them niggas in check, basically. And That's when they start showing the image of Ghost. But tell me this nigga don't look like Kevin Durant right here. I've been saying it for a while, and folks been saying I'm tripping. Folks, let me know. Don't just look like that nigga look like Kevin Durant right here. Come on now. They don't look like they about to get ready to say, number 35, Kevin Durant. Like he coming down. Come on, man. He coming out of the arena right now. That might look like Kevin Durant right here. Stop it. Anyways, though, of course, Ghost is the person that she's looking for, which is crazy, right? I know, big ass niggas. But then, anyways, next we get the introduction to your girl Liliana, and Liliana is one of the premieres that was moving weight for Ghost and Tommy. And of course, while she was on the elevator, she noticed that the tattoos that one of the guys had was one of the people that they possibly was supposed to be on the lookout for. So she attempted to leave the elevator, but we get the introduction to Red Sneakers, who grabs her and pulls her back into the elevator. As she pulls her back onto the elevator, she begins to attack Liliana viciously, and she cuts her face. As she cuts her face, she was attempting to finish her off, but Liliana started listening to 50 Cent and got the scrap and popped the ass nigga right there. As you can see, he is shot, he is gone. And after the shot, Red Sneakers decides to dip, and as she's dipped, we later get the final scene of the series, and this is a call from, I'm guessing, Tommy, telling him that Liliana was hit, and Ghost replies, I'm on my way. So, pretty much, that's all I got for this video. I know this one was long as hell. This is my longest video I have ever did outside of a live. But of course, you know, Power is an hour-long show. So, obviously, this one's going to be long with me covering everything. So, what I would like to do is, if y'all would like me to continue doing these series, each episode like this, definitely let me know in these comments. If you think it's a little too much and you didn't particularly enjoy it like you do the other videos, that's fine too. Definitely let me know up in the comments. I would love to hear a lot of feedback, because if I get enough positive feedbacks, I will continue doing these, and I will complete the entire series eventually, because there's a lot of them. But I'll continue doing this, and I'll obviously, of course, I'll be giving you other Power content along with other things that I have in plan. Like I've been telling y'all, I have NBA coming as well. I will start doing, content on the NBA, which is right around the corner. So it's definitely probably start on it this week, honestly. But also letting y'all know, me and Nate Almighty, for those of y'all who's aware of his channel, Nate Almighty, if you made it to the end of this video, we are doing another collaboration video, so be on the lookout for that one as well. But pretty much like usual, if you're cool with me, fool with me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking. But most importantly, make sure you share it with your glad friends. But until the next video, I'm out.